Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo Esports podcast. This is episode 34 for the week of August 21st, 2018. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire. Today I am joined by what I was going to say was, drinks a drink that I have no idea why he drinks this drink at Starbucks, but instead I'm going to say the sick one, Will, aka I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you today?
I'm doing fine.
Yes. Yeah? You doing fine?
Yeah, I've had a major headache all day. It's been a rough Monday, but I'm doing all right.
Are you ready to talk about some Halo?
Yes, let's do it.
We have a lot to talk about. I was doing the notes for this week, and I was like, oh my god. Not only is Will going to have a heyday with Rosterania, but there's a lot of like tournaments and whatnot that happened over the week. But that's besides the point. Will.
Yeah.
What do we always start the show off with? Roster Mania!
We always start with the little thing called Roster Mania. There's a lot to go through this week.
There is a shit ton.
So I'm going to kind of speed read these.
Ooh.
See how it goes.
Lightning round.
Yeah.
Do it, Will. It's all you.
All right. Out of the LATAM region, we have Mini Team, which is consisting of Noble, Atto, Magic Buttons, and Slicers.
Buttons.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
I don't know how well this lightning round's going to work for you, Will.
Technology consists of Nugget, Desecrates Bullet, BMX Carlos Gambino. We have Spectral Gaming, which is Diego, She Don't Give a Foe, Dynas, and Blaster. Nexus, with a question mark next to it. We have Plancart, Visceral, Lord P, and Dybala. We have Tu Mama Fumia, which is Kai, Rodrigo, Ventar, and Calculated. We have...
What?
Calculated, which looks like calculated to me. We have Me Dropo, Me Equipo, which is Method, yeah, Lord, Member, and Endels. We have 2K, which is Losing You, Murax, D2W Ducks, and Uncanny. We have Blood, Bad Blood, Goes Up, Sexy God, Jeans, and Elise. And that's going to do it for LATAM. Out of the Australia and New Zealand region, we have Athletico, which is Pie Prawns, Berserk, Madsy, and Slays. We have Central Link Gaming. Center Link Gaming. I'm combining my words now because they're not spaced out.
Whenever I see it, I always think of CenturyLink.
Yeah.
Like the internet provider that we have in the States, yep. But it's not that. It's not. No.
Center Link Gaming, Cypher, Alex, Colt Sand, and Flex Reigns. We have Osprey Gaming, which is IC Jim, Wheezy, Enigma, and Natural Talent. We have Where is Death Ruptor, which consists of Young Wilcox, Monza, Aleo, and Square. We also have Exto, which is Raver, Killswitch, Boom Chakalaka, and Metal Dragon. And we also have another form, which is Del Vega, Pluton, Ogram, and Lunchosaurus.
Indeed. It's a good name.
Lunchosaurus. That is a good one.
Yes.
I like it. All right. Out of the EU, we have Broke Boys, which is 2 Foxy, Respectful, Kimbo, and SLG. We have SSSQ, which is Shadyzer, Cristola, Tizoctic, and Snipe Drone. We have Radiant Esports, which is Jimbo, Lunny, Riots, and Moe's. We have Maka Esports, which is Looney, Warlord, Squashy, and Havoc. We have NASA, which is Shiesty, Alien, Alzir, and Ninja. There's a lot of A's at the end of that name. We have Quadford, which is Batchford, Quad, Morga, and Shabby Dagger. We have We Vicious, which is Outcast, Deadeye, Snipes. It's like Snipe with the X, so I don't know if he's just trying to go for Snipes or Snipe X. Anyway, that team also has Censure. We have then Invalid Esports, which is Crossman, Prophet, MC versus Arbiter, and Here's the Now. And that's going to do it for EU.
You're doing pretty well, Will.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, you're doing pretty well. There's a couple in there that are a little bit like, but you know what? For this lightning round, you're doing pretty well.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, moving on to North America. We have Accelerate Gaming, previously Hitman, which is Ace, Boobadooboo, Demon D, and Arctic. We then have Straight Rippin', which is commonly Destroyed, Jazero, and Straight Sick. We then have Fung 4, which is Druck, King Nick, Rami, and Soul Snipe. We have Mentality, Envor, Super CC, Talak, and Manny. We also have Rectify Esports, which is Best Man, Neighbor. Where's the other two?
What do you think that's for? Do.
The Halo 3 2v2
yes.
tournament? Okay.
Yes. They got picked up by an org.
All right, then.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Here we go.
And then also, you didn't say anything about that straight ripping roster.
Yeah, because it was lightning round. I didn't have time to comment.
Yeah, you see he's not on it anymore?
But our dude.
Our boy. Nemesis.
From Minnesota.
He's not on there.
Oh, no.
Yep. I looked on his Twitter and I couldn't find anything out either. His banner still has like him being a part of straight ripping, so stay tuned for more. Hopefully we'll find out what happened to 2 out of the 4 people that used to be on straight ripping. Because commonly wasn't on that roster either, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yep.
All right. We then have some Pro Battle League rosters coming at you. So we have the Nashville Outlaws. And it looks like we'll have some information on this team next week. Just know it's in the works. As well as Kansas City Lightning. So look for those.
The reason why is because I missed the matches that took place last night. So we record these shows on Mondays if you don't already know. So yesterday, Sunday, was the inaugural opening of season 3 for the Pro Battle League. I missed the first matchup. So that's on me. And we'll get Will just said, we'll get that information next week.
All right. Moving on. Atlanta Zenith has Sneaky Brand, Pharaoh, Mop, and Eli Elite. We have the DMV Outlaws, which is Tyrant, Posey, Jax, and Cortex. We have the Detroit Overdrive, which is Hype Knox, Ducky, Case, and Crossfade. We then have the Chicago United, consisting of Milkshake, Tails, Decimate, and Psych. We also have the Los Angeles Legion, which is Naxus, Rodriguez, Ant, and what?
Ultimega.
Ultimega. Okay. I see it now. We then have the Anaheim Pirates, which is Benji, Cringeateer, One Hit, and Steady Might. That's it. We made it through Roster Mania.
You did it, Will. While not feeling well, you did it.
Yeah.
You pulled through.
Yeah.
Such a trooper. I admire you. Looking at you across this desk right now.
I got through it.
You did.
I didn't mess up too much.
No, you didn't. And like I said, I apologize for not having those other 2 Pro Battle League rosters. I couldn't find them on the website, and like I said, I missed the matches. So as soon as we get the matches, we'll report on those next week too. It'll be good stuff. Will?
Yep.
Is that it for Roster Mania?
Yeah, that's all we got.
You know what's next?
Yeah.
It's the best segment of the show, Will's Adventures Within the Haloverse. That was a little bit of a higher one there for you. That was for you.
You went higher pitched.
Yep. I'm trying to get you hyped up.
Hyped up for me to tell you that I didn't play any Halo.
No! Just stab me in the heart, why don't you? Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't have any want to play this week.
It's okay. It's quite all right. I played on Natana's account.
Oh, really?
Yeah. First match. So for those who don't know, my wife is a gold player now with the new ranking systems and how they play out. My wife is a gold player. I'm a low diamond player. And so you can expect things to go the way they're expected to go when I play on a gold person's account, right? And what's funny, I'm not calling anybody out, but I thought this was fucking hilarious. So I played one match, right? I did really well. Obviously, it's expected to happen. The second match I played, because you can tell, when you go into a match-made game, you can tell what rank typically people are based on their movement, their shot, so on and so forth, right? So, like I said, I'm a low diamond player. Wife's a gold player. The second match I play, didn't even need to look at their ranks at all. I knew I was playing against low diamond players. I knew it. A gold. The second match I played, gold on my wife's account were being matched against low diamond players. I already knew. One teammate leaves. We're playing ranked, so they don't join back up. Second teammate leaves. And I'm like, I have an opportunity. I can leave if I want. Like, I'm not going to get penalized for it. But fuck it. I'll sit this through and I'll wait and see what happens. We lose, obviously. Sure shit. Low diamond players we were playing against. I had no idea why that even happened. I played one good game. And the second game I play, I get matched up with that. I don't think that should be happening.
No, I agree.
But whatever. I'm bitching for literally no reason. It's not even my account. I was technically smurfing against kids. So for that, I apologize. But sometimes it's like playing on your account every now and again. It's a fun time. It's fun to see what other people do at lower ranks. I did not see a lot of Spartan charging, though. I'm pretty happy.
That's good.
Yeah. Usually that happens quite a bit. Didn't happen this time
Spartan
around.
charging and ground pounding and all that.
Yep.
That fun stuff that you don't see in the higher ranks.
Exactly. Didn't happen this time, though. Thankfully. People learning. People be learning.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe that's bronze. just straight sprint Spartan charge the whole game. Oh, man. Did you play anything else, though?
Played some Siege. Got back into some Rainbow Six.
Yeah, they just, how many new people did they announce?
2 new operators, and they redid a map. So no new map, but it's basically going to be new. They just took out a map and replaced it.
Okay. And then is this coming with like a new season then? Like,
Yeah.
is there a name for this operation, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, I forgot what it's called already.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, it's a new operation.
Do the new operators look cool?
Yeah, they do.
Cool.
One has a, so they have, you can reinforce walls
Yes.
with like metal barricades for those who don't know.
Yes, and you get 2 of those per round, right?
Yep, as a defender.
Right.
So, you cannot destroy those with your regular breach charges or the operator Sledge, who has a hammer to breach through walls. They're more, I wouldn't want to say indestructible because you do have operators that can.
They're more reinforced.
Yeah, they're reinforced. That's
Yeah.
why they call them reinforcements. So the new attacking operator basically has a laser gun that can like laser through the reinforcements. The counter to that is that you can immediately see the laser come through the other side, and it immediately creates a hole. So if he has his laser gun out and opens a hole in the reinforcement, he can easily be shot. So you need team support to cover him while
Sure.
he's doing this.
But it is an easy way to open up to make an entry in that wall or
Yes.
that door or whatever it is.
Yes.
Cool. That's good to know.
And then I'm not remembering off the top of my head what the new defender is, because I didn't pay that much attention.
See, this is why I asked, because I honestly didn't know. Like, I saw the tweets with like the pictures of, there's new operators coming. I'm like, I don't know who they like actually are, what they actually do. So
Yeah.
laser guns are fucking cool though.
That's kind of, yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Pretty neat. Well, yeah. I was excited this week for that because the Paris Invitational happened, which is like Rainbow Six's like Worlds.
Right.
Yep.
It was G2 who won, right?
Yep. G2.
It was against EG
in the finals.
Okay.
Yep. And then I know I think it was EG versus Rogue in the semifinals, and I forget who G2 faced off against, but G2 showed that they were like
the top tier,
the Tox or the
Splice
of now, or I should say CLG, because that's when they were really on their top of their game.
Sure.
When they were the CLG or the Splice now of Halo.
Was it not even close?
No, they just ran through everyone.
So like Worlds, like the first Worlds of Halo 5.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right, the CLG. And then also just quick shout out to Evil Geniuses for winning the Call of Duty World League Championships. So I know we're a Halo esports podcast, but who are we if we don't show a little bit of love to other esports as well? And then, hell, fucking shout out to the Dota 2 International, which is going on right now as well. So if you're a Dota 2 fan, I mean, there's plenty of esports competitions out there right now, leading up to HCS London, which we'll be talking about, obviously, in the weeks to come. But yeah, it's cool stuff. Anything else you want to talk about video game-wise before we get into some news?
Nah, I need to get back into Halo and play a little bit more.
That MCC update's right around the corner.
Yeah, I've been heavy on the Halo 5 multiplayer. That's really all
Yeah.
that's what I mostly play out of Halo. But
You're grinding out that free-for-all too, aren't you?
yeah, I've been trying, but didn't play any this last week. I don't know. Sometimes I like went hard on Halo 5 multiplayer the week before.
Sure.
To kind of taking a week off.
Sometimes you just get in that funk too, where either you don't want to play anything or something you're just like drowned out on. So it's like, yeah, why not take a break?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I completely understand. All right, Will. Should we get into some news?
Let's do it.
Let's do it up. First and foremost, Spirit Halloween. Yeah, that Halloween store that comes around once a year. Or maybe they don't have any that are open year round, do they? Are they only?
I think they only come around Halloween. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a Spirit Halloween and / Halo gear sweepstakes going on. So we'll include a link to it. You can go ahead and sign up. Hopefully win some monies. And I think no matter what, any entry you get a coupon to I think it's 20% off.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. So if you're going to buy a Halloween costume or some stuff for around the house anyway, might as well just go into the sweepstakes, get your 20% off coupon, and either way you get some money off. Not bad. Next up, the third and final issue of Halo Collateral Damage is out right now. The comic surrounding Blue Team. Good stuff. Go ahead and check it out. Next up, the Anniversary Throwback playlist is back within Halo 5. Not to be confused with the Halo 3 Throwback playlist. That's not what this is. This is based off Halo 1. Okay? So keep that in mind. Pistols overpowered, all that fun stuff. Remade maps. Well, but Forge maps, really, but you get what I mean. And the last piece of regular Halo news that we have, the Halo Community Update has been put out. We talked about this before, but I'm just going to hit on it one more time. The Halo Wars 2 Champions League Season 2 has already begun, and we have some more dates for you. So, The Banished will be taking place October 20th and October 27th. That is the Invitational Qualifiers and the Season 2 Invitational, respectively. Breaking the Clutch takes place September 15th and October 13th, and Team Respawn takes place September 9th and October 14th. So if you're interested in Halo Wars 2 esports, check it out. We'll have more to talk about that shortly. Next up, we have some competitive news to talk about. First and foremost, the talent lineup for HCS London 2018 has been announced. Will, do you have it up in front of you right now? Sorry to put you on the spot.
I don't have the link up, but I have the list of...
Yep, that's why I put it there, so you can just read off the list. Go ahead and tell us what we got for our lineup.
Okay. So, casters, presenters, people you'll see at HCS London. We have Lottie, Bravo, Strongside, Onset, Mr. Dan Gaskin, Elamite, Walshy, Sims, Lethal, and Wonderboy.
Indeed. Would you also do me a favor?
What's that?
Moses, shout out to you, on Twitter, posted the HCS London group play qualifier teams. Do you want to read through those real quick, Will?
Here we go. From NA, you're going to have Splice, Toss, Renegades, Reciprocity, Trifecta, and Accelerate. Out of EU, we have Broke Boys. I was reading ahead, and I started to combine the next team into the Broke, which is why you heard my voice break there. But we have SSSQ. Okay. That Radiant Esports and Maka Esports. Out of LATAM, we have Berserker Esports, and out of Australia and New Zealand, we have Athletico.
So, obviously, Broke Boys and SSSQ don't have organizations tied to them yet. It took me so long to think of the word organization. That was crazy. But yeah, they don't have orgs tied to them yet. There's still a little bit of time before London. Hopefully they get orgs tied to them. So, yeah. Hopefully that happens. That's going to do it for your competitive news. Next up, we have some Pro Battle League news. First and foremost, the rumors are true. It's real. The Minnesota Predators are an actual team. Captain is Floppy. I'm excited. I'm hoping for some big things out of this squad. Are you, Will?
We'll see what they can do.
No, you're excited.
Okay, I'm excited. Yeah.
Yes. Next news story. The Houston Vipers have Halo Minx as their captain now. And now we have some Season 3 information. First and foremost, the prize pool minimum of $25,000 has been officially announced. So that's fucking amazing. And then just some quotes for you. I'll read through these real quick. As we announced on July 1st, the prize pool for Season 3 is 100,000 battle token, which is their cryptocurrency. We understand this creates confusion because the value of battle token is not set yet. Therefore, we have gotten support from our friends at Lynda X to make sure that the prize pool will be no less than $25,000. That means that if battle token goes up in value, the prize pool could be more. However, it cannot dip below $25,000. The North American champion will take home 50,000 battle token along with a minimum of $12,500. The North American second place will take home 14,000 battle token and a minimum of $3,500. North American third place takes home 7,000 battle token and a minimum of $1,750. The conference champion will take home 6,000 battle token and a minimum of $1,500. And last but not least, the conference second place will take home 1,250 battle token and a minimum of $313.
So what I'm reading from that is that they'll take home 50,000 battle token, and that means it'll be a minimum of $12,500.
Looks like it, yep.
So they're not getting the 12,000 in addition to their battle token. It's just the battle token is going to be worth that much at minimum.
Yep, yeah.
Got it.
It's what it looks like to me. Thanks for the clarification, Will. Will, can you do me another favor?
What's that?
Well, that's going to do it for the news, but that doesn't mean we don't have some scrims to talk about. So if you would be so kind, take it away for some scrims.
Okay. On Monday, August 13th, we had Radiant Esports I don't know where I was going to go after taking on Market Esports. Yeah. Series score was 12-3 going to Radiant. Stats will be included with the link. Nothing popped out to us here, so we don't have anything listed. But if you want to take a look, you can follow the link over to Halo Data Hive. We then had Tox versus Reciprocity. Series score was 8-6 going to Tox. Stats on this one. Reciprocity had 45 more kills, 74 more assists, 39 less deaths, 7 more power kills, 66 more precision kills, and 46 more magnum kills. How did they lose?
Right? How did they lose? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. Tox must just have had better control on objective because that's the only thing I can see happening here. Reciprocity had better everything for stats.
And those in particular just relate to slaying. So
right.
Yeah, it could have been that Tox had map control, and even though Reciprocity kept getting kills, like it could have even been where, they keep pushing their base to get the flag and Reciprocity stuck in their base. Reciprocity keeps getting slays, but they can't get out of their base.
Very well could be.
But yeah, that variant of a stat line between Tox and Reciprocity, you think Reciprocity would be able to pull something out there.
Exactly, which is just weird. Just, oh man. Even Halo Data Hive tweeted out about that series, if I'm not mistaken. It was crazy.
All right. On Tuesday, August 14th, we had Lucid go up against Radiant Esports. Series score was 5-1 to Lucid. On Wednesday, August 15th, Elevate took on Trifecta. Series score was 8-7 Elevate. Renegades went up against Trifecta as well. Series score was 9-5 Renegades. And then Reciprocity went up against Elevate. Score was 9-3 Reciprocity. On Thursday, August 16th, MCAC versus Radiant Esports. Series score was 7-4 MCAC. Am I saying that wrong?
I have no idea if you're saying it wrong. I don't know how to pronounce that. For those listening, it's MKAC.
Yeah.
All one word.
That's how it was listed.
Yeah.
All right.
Live it up, Will. It's all you.
On Friday, August 17th, Tox went up again against Reciprocity. Again, series score 10-5 Tox.
This one wasn't even as close. Yet look at these stats.
Stat line. Reciprocity had 3 more kills. Reciprocity had 26 more assists. Tox had 7 less deaths. Tox had 9 more power kills. Reciprocity had 43 more precision kills. And Reciprocity had 25 more magnum kills. What's happening?
It was double.
What's happening to don't understand.
I don't know either, man. It's crazy. Like, if you look at those games, they look a little bit closer too. I mean, realistically speaking, obviously, Talks were just able to close out more. But when you look at that, just taking it as what it is, 10-5, like, that's pretty crazy to me.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Reciprocity feels like they just need to close out games. It seems like that's what their quote unquote issue is right now. They just need to close out games. So hopefully they're able to do so come London, when it really matters.
I have been watching some of Saiyan's streams while they're scrimming.
Yep. And
there does seem to be some confusion on strategy when they're in these scrims. People getting... It's almost like they'll call a player out and one person will extend to either take out that player or help out. And then another player will catch them off guard from a different region and it just blows up their strat and they all die.
Okay.
That's what I've been seeing lately. And I don't know if they fixed it because I haven't been watching like over the last couple of days. But
it's good to know.
They seem to have a hole in their strategy right now.
All right.
We'll see if they can fix it.
Maybe they just need to utilize the buddy system a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, because
have somebody watch those corners.
That's kind of it. It's almost like what I've noticed is one person gets caught off guard, extending or trying to make a play, and then the rest of the team falls because then the other team has advantage.
Another thing is that old Envy roster, right? I mean, the only real difference here is that Boo Boo Doo's gone and Snipe Down's in, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing that I noticed a lot with that roster was that they wouldn't close out kills. It was constantly one or two of the enemy always being one shot and nobody being cleaned up. It was constantly what I was seeing. So I don't know. Maybe a couple of those things are lingering, but like I said, come London, hopefully they're able to just clutch it up and do what needs to be done because they all of them have the talent that's needed, right? There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
All right. That's going to do it for Scrims.
You have one more.
Oh, Tox versus Elevate. 11-4 Tox.
Not a big one, but still.
No, that's something to hit on. There we go.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for Scrims.
So Tox getting their Scrims in, which is good to see. Reciprocity, Elevate as well, trifecta. Yeah.
I'm assuming we'll see this pick up right before London, and we'll probably have a huge thing to go through of Scrims.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Just want to see every team on there, really getting in the grind.
Splice will probably continue their 2v2s or practicing with whoever we don't know about because they don't tell us anything.
Yep. We already did my ranty rant.
You did.
On Splice. I don't need to get into that further.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know about that ranty rant, go back, 2 or 3 episodes?
Yeah, it's back a little bit.
Yeah, you'll find it. I wasn't too happy with their work ethic, I guess you could say.
But
no disrespecting their skill. Yeah. Like I've said multiple times, I'm just not a fan of their work ethic. That's all.
But they could be practicing more than we know. They
sure.
Just don't.
Then let us know.
All right.
No, tournaments. They're still phenomenal players. There's no doubting that.
That's true. Move on to some tournaments.
All right, let's do it up. First and foremost, the Next Level Expo Midwest Esports Tournament happened over the weekend. First place going to Final Shot, which consists of Legion and Bloodshot. This was a Halo 3 2v2 tournament, by the way. Second place went to Tragedy, consisting of, if I'm not mistaken, Cerebral and Nemesis. Third place going to TNT. Fourth place going to W and F.
Just the initials?
Yep, just initials. That's what was in the bracket. That's all I could go off of.
Okay.
So there's that. Bracket will be included. Also, shout out to Midwest Esports. Shout out to Nebraska Halo. All that fun stuff. You guys know who you are. Good shit. Next up, the Pro Battle League preseason. There was a New York Titans challenge map, in which case, Cavazos, sure, his New York Titans team went up against Rob the Turtle's New York Titans team. Rob the Turtle's New York Titans team won 4-1. So there's that. Next up, we had the Pro Battle League Season 3 Week number 1 take place? Let's get into it. First and foremost, the Nashville Outlaws went up against the Kansas City Lightning. I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. The thing to know is the Nashville Outlaws beat Kansas City Lightning 3-0. So there is that. But like I said, we'll have the game information and all that stuff and the rosters next week. So stay tuned. Second match of the night was Atlanta Zenith going up against the DMV Outlaws. Game 1 was Slayer on the rig. 50-44 going to Atlanta. Game 2 was CTF on Truth. 3-0 going to Atlanta. And Game 3, lo and behold, was Strongholds on Empire. 100-34 going to Atlanta. Atlanta swept them 3-0. Next up, we have the Detroit Overdrive going up against Chicago United. If you guys don't know, the Detroit Overdrive roster used to be the Wisconsin Fury roster. The Wisconsin Fury roster is the one that won the whole thing of Pro Battle League Season 2. So maybe that'll make you think about what this series is going to look like. But it also might surprise you. Game 1, Slayer on the rig, 50-31 going to Detroit. Game 2 was Capture the Flag on Truth, 3-0 going to Detroit. And Game 3, Strongholds on Empire, 100-15 going to Chicago. We have a series. Game 4, Oddball on Eden, 150-60, Chicago. Something to note here, Tails on that Chicago roster. Why do you keep clicking within the document, Will? Jesus. For reference, I see his cursor. So we share a Google Doc for the notes of the show. And he keeps clicking within it, like going down the line of where I'm reading. And I keep seeing his marker pop up. Like, what the hell? All right.
I'm just keeping track of where I am. Okay?
I see that. I clearly see that.
Ugh.
Tails, who is a member of the Chicago roster, had 0 kills in that oddball game, yet had 114 oddball time. Just holding on for dear life.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
0 kills.
Yes, so while he may have goosed that game, they did win. So who cares?
Yeah, exactly. He had the ball for a really long time, and that's all that matters.
That is all that matters. Next up, we have Game 5, Slayer on Coliseum, the one that decides it all. 50-32, Detroit. Detroit win 3-2. Congratulations to them. The final match of the night was the Los Angeles Legion going up against the Anaheim Pirates. Game 1, Slayer on the rig, 50-35, LA. Game 2, CTF on Truth, 3-2, LA. Game 3, Strongholds on Empire, 100-66, LA. LA wins 3-0. Not a whole lot to talk about there. I mean, the CTF game was close.
Yeah.
But the other two, not so much. Speaking of Halo Wars 2, as we talked about in the news earlier, you like that horrible last segue? Wasn't that incredible?
Just keep going.
The Halo Wars 2 Breaking the Clutch 1v1 tournament took place over the weekend as well. First place going to Mike Beeston. Second place going to Admiration. Third place, Largo Pancake 40. And fourth place, Yodesla. Bracket will be included, along with everything else we talk about in the show notes. You know what it is. What it is. Will.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still following along, even though you've clicked?
Yep, I'm done with the clicking.
Would you like to tell us about some 2Ks that happened over the weekend?
All right. Starting off with the LATAM 2K. First place went to Mini Team. They took home $350 and 2,000 pro points. Second place went to Technology, which was $150 and 1,200 pro points. Third and fourth was Tu Mama Fumia and
it's Spectral. I fucking
Gaming.
misspelt it.
Yeah, okay. 800 pro points to them. And then 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th went to Nexus, Mi Drapo, Mi Equipo, 2K, and Bad Blood. Congratulations, 600 pro points to them. Out of the Australia-New Zealand region, first place went to Athletico, $500 and 2,000 pro points. Second place was Centerlink Gaming, which was $250 and 1,200 pro points. Third, fourth was Where's Death Raptor and Osprey Gaming, 800 pro points to them. And in 5th, 6th was Exto and Another Form taking home 600 pro points. No 7th or 8th place team here. Looks like only 6 teams competed.
That is correct.
Out of the EU Games Battles tournament, first place went to Broke Boys, taking home $750 and 2,000 pro points. Second place went to SSSQ, $250 and 1,200 pro points. Third, fourth was Radiant Esports and Maka Esports, 800 pro points to them. And in 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, we have NASA, Quadford, We Vicious, and Invalid Esports, taking home 600 pro points. All right, NA Game Battles 2K Tournament. First place went to Tox, $1,500 and not 1,200, but 2,000 pro points. Second place went to Reciprocity, $500, 1,200 pro points. Third, fourth went to Renegades and Splice, taking home 800 pro points. And then in 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, we have Accelerate, Fung 4, Trifecta, and Mentality, taking home 600 pro points.
Splice were their full roster this week.
And they got 4th or 3rd. I guess we don't know.
The question is, did they try?
We don't know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting at here. Because we obviously know that if they did and they got 4th, like 3rd, 4th, then something's weird. If they didn't, then duh. Because when we get to our predictions for London, I already know what it's going to be now. Especially considering how much they manhandled and oh man. But yeah, we'll get to that later. Go ahead.
All right, so we're going to go over the Tox and Reciprocity Grand Finals here.
Yes.
So game 1 was Oddball and Echelon, my bad. It was 145 to 133 going to Tox. Game 2 was Slayer on the Truth, 50 to 38 going to Reciprocity. Game 3 was Capture the Flag on Refuge, 3 to 2 Reciprocity. Game 4 was Strongholds on Eden, 100 to 69 going to Tox. Game 5, Slayer on Refuge, 50 to 41 going to Tox. So Tox takes it home. Reciprocity had 1 more kill, had 5 more assists. Tox had 2 less deaths, 3 more power kills, and 18 more precision kills. So very close in the stat line. Most of these games were close.
Yeah.
You're keeping it pretty even.
This is good grand finals. I like close series. Just like I thought when that Pro Battle League series, when I thought the Detroit Overdrive were just going to steamroll over Chicago, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see these close series. It's great to see where these teams stack up, and it's nice to know that there is a little bit more competition out there.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
Those close series just bring more hype to the game, which is great to see.
Indeed. Oh, the smile from Will. The I'm fucking tired and I'm sick.
Hey, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
You are, and I respect it. You know, you got to respect the hustle. Will, is that going to do it for our tournament results?
Yeah, that's all we have.
All right. Let's stretch for a sec. Okay, feeling good. We have a big topic to talk about right now, Will.
Biggest one yet.
Indeed, it is. We put a poll on Twitter, as we usually do, and this time we asked you lovely folks, what is your favorite mainline Halo multiplayer of all time and why? Okay? Twitter only allows four what am I trying to say here?
Options?
Yeah, 4 options per poll. So I had to make 2 polls. Okay? So, your options were, and again, I said mainline Halo multiplayer. Alright? Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo 5, and Halo Reach. Okay, I'm not including the Wars games in here or anything like that. Alright? Out of 285 total votes, holy shit. Let's break it down. First and foremost, Halo CE took 16 votes. Halo 2, 66 votes. Halo 3, 118 votes. Halo 4, 27 votes. Halo 5, 32 votes. And Halo Reach, 26 votes. Before we get into the listener responses, let's just let's digest those numbers for a second here. Okay? I get this is still a very, very relatively small sample size. Okay? But the fact that we still had 285 votes in this thing. Okay? Couple things to note. Halo 2 did not win. Like, yeah, they got second, but they didn't win. It was actually a landslide victory for 3. I don't know if that's because, like, this MCC update is on the rise, or maybe people just have their nostalgia boners on, but whatever it may be, Halo 3 won by a goddamn landslide. The other couple things to note here, Halo Reach did worse than Halo 5 and Halo 4. Not combined, but individual numbers speaking. Halo 1 did the worst out of all of them. I'm dumbfounded. Like, I thought that, I mean, yeah, I expected Halo 4 to have low numbers here. This was definitely expected to happen. I'm surprised Halo 1 didn't have slightly higher numbers. I'm surprised Reach didn't have slightly higher numbers. And I'm surprised 5 didn't have lower numbers. But that's just me. Based off what people bitch about all the damn time.
Right.
But you know what? I think we got some pretty good listener responses. So let's get right into them. Actually, first, Will, do you have any thoughts on these poll results?
Yeah, I thought Halo 5 wasn't going to do as well as it did. I expected 2 to be closer to 3.
Yeah,
like I said, it still took second, but I expected like 2 and 3 to almost be even.
Sure.
Honestly.
And right now it's 118 to 66.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Any other notes you'd like to say about that before we move on?
I mean, Halo 5 technically took third. I'm happy with that.
It did technically take third.
Got a third place finish. Yeah. Okay.
I'm happy that Halo 4 did better than Reach by 1 vote. Because I hated, like I said, when Reach's Pro playlist came out, that was a goddamn brand new game at that point. And was so much better. But when that game released, that multiplayer was just, bad. It was so bad. And yeah, I'm just surprised CE isn't higher up. Oh well. Should we get into some listener responses?
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
First and foremost, these were taken over at our Discord. Shout out to our Discord, shameless plug. We'll include it in the show notes. Join it if you haven't already. There's some good conversation happening over there. Scud Puddle over on the Discord said, Halo 3 for me. But admittedly, I only played Halo 3 and Halo 5 online. In that case, you asked for a why. Halo 3 brings with it all the feelings and nostalgia of my first online experience that I had a competitive scene with in MLG. I never played Halo 2 online, so this is the first time for me that there seemed a real possibility to play for money. Whether or not I ever reached that level of play, the fact that there was an opportunity was a big deal. I would still like to play Halo 3. I wouldn't say 99% nostalgia for me, but it did play a big part in my life for a couple years. I sort of had a relationship with Halo 3, if you would like to call it that. Maybe like 60 to 80% nostalgia for me. Good.
Okay.
It's a good answer. Good answer. Next up, we had Goalie Sniper. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Justin LeFleche over on our Discord as well. Halo 3 for me as well. It was my first online game. First game I ever played online, I got MVP. Wow, congratulations. That's fucking cool. It was the game that I convinced all my friends to get an Xbox 360 for. The amount of custom games I played with friends was insane. It was a routine with my friend group. Get home from school, play Halo 3 all night, laugh our asses off, have a great time. Go to school the next day and laugh about the stuff that happened the night before. It was easy for anybody to pick up and have fun, but hard to become really good at. So it's 99% nostalgia why I love that game so much. That's fine. That's awesome. That is awesome. And you know what? Before we move on, Goalie Sniper, I can actually 100% agree. Nice click on the sheet again. I saw that. You were looking at me like you were waiting for my response from you doing that. Oh, this episode is fantastic. Oh my god. No, Goalie Sniper, I relate with you 100%. It's the same exact thing that I did. Damn near word for word what I did. Jonathan Daddy Tracks said Halo 2, fast-paced and the best maps. Had some pretty damn good maps. I'll agree with that part. Sanders states Halo 3. Remember that I liked it more than going to a bar on a Friday night. It's so addictive and fun. I'm not a huge drinker, Sander, but I will say that Halo 3 was a great fucking game. Salty1 states Halo 2 365 24/7. I think he likes Halo 3, but I mean, that's just me. Halo Infinite News states Halo 3 for me. I'm sure there are some people out there who legitimately think Halo 2 is better. However, I feel like some people say that because they want to seem cool, different, old school, or maybe don't remember the game as it really was. Oh, shit.
Oh, calling them out.
Dropping the shade on the Halo 2 fans out there. Oh, ooh. Mark Francis and Alex Sauer state, well, this is Mark Francis' statement. My favorite Halo of all time is Halo 5 because of the new Spartan abilities and overall online experience. I feel like this is the most competitive Halo yet. Due to the abilities, I feel like you can be more skillful at Halo 5. They give the game more depth. Halo CE is my number 2. Alex Sauer commented back with, agreed. Just Simon states, who doesn't agree with Halo 2? All the Halo 3 kids. Everybody knows that Halo 2 is the best Halo. All the glitches, combos, BXR, BXB, RRXYY, RRX. Super nades, double nades, etc. Name them. Even for the casual players with their hyper bounces. What? Sid was here. McDonald emblem. Right, what? Alright, Just Simon. Yeah! Okay, dude.
Kind of fell apart at the end.
Yeah.
He's obviously a Halo 2 fan.
No, I still think he likes Halo 3.
Oh, okay.
Who am I to say? No, yeah, Halo 2 had some nutty fucking shit happen in that game. Like, did you know about the button combos and whatnot?
Oh, no.
Okay, so BXR. Okay?
Yep.
B, X, and then right trigger. Okay, so what would happen is, it was a glitch. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, listeners, because it's been a long time since I've executed one of these. But what you do is you rapidly tap through B, X, and right trigger, like as pretty much as quickly as you can when you're next to an enemy. Mm-hmm. So what happens is when you BXR an enemy, you melee, act like you're going to reload, and then shoot. And it's basically a one-hit kill if you can get it off correctly. Like you'll hit, boom, shoot. Okay. And it's like, it's damn near instantaneous. It's really, really cool to see being pulled off. The other thing is, I said before we're recording that I need to make sure I don't hit the mic, and I just fucking hit the mic. My bad. But, BXB is when I believe you get off melees quicker. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, everybody, please, because I'm probably wrong. But then there were also things on maps in Halo 2 called super bounces. Have you ever seen any of these take place? Okay, this is crazy. So, you know Lockout, right? I think you've played on Lockout, haven't you?
I probably played it, yeah.
Okay. Lockout, classic Halo 2 map. There are other super bounces on other maps as well, but I'm going to talk about Lockout here for a second. So, there is a ramp leading up to the top of BR, all right? If you position yourself correctly, you crouch, you walk into... I'm trying to recall all this. If you crouch, walk into a corner of a wall for a specific amount of time, I think it's like a couple seconds, you back out of that spot, turn around, jump onto a ledge on this ramp, walk down slightly to a specific point, jump, land on a specific point, you will skyrocket in the air. And it gets you out of the map. In which case you can get to a high perch point above the lift, and you can just shoot people from there.
Okay.
Like I said, there's multiple different kinds of this on different maps. It's crazy.
It sounds ridiculous.
It is very ridiculous. But once you had that down, oh man, force to be reckoned with, to say the least. Next up, we have TJ Campbell, Grunt 4500 state, I loved Halo 4's multiplayer. It includes some of my most fond memories, and I always have a fun time playing it. So yeah, you could say I said Halo 4. Even Halo 5. Pause the goddamn show. TJ Campbell. Grunt 4500. Let me just say this. Thank you. Thank you for being one of the only people that said anything in a positive light about Halo 4. People need to get their panties out of a bunch and realize that Halo 4 is not nearly as bad as what people think it is. All right?
I think it depends on how they're looking at it. I mean, I feel like a lot of people look at it in a competitive sense. And
yeah,
I believe
the game's
that
terrible in a competitive sense.
In a competitive sense, yeah, it was bad.
But man, that game is so goddamn fun to play.
Sure, yeah, in a casual setting, I could see how it would be great.
Oh, it's fantastic. Had some of the best BTB maps too. So Campbell, TJ, Grunt 4500, the combination of all those words and letters and numbers, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so happy right. My heart feels so good right now. TJ, you beautiful man. Okay, moving on. Joshua Gutierrez, aka Ogre, states, way too many fucking memories with Halo 3. It was my first game that I beat in one night. I played countless matches of Rumble Pit and FFA, not to mention the endless hours spent with my siblings in custom games. Halo 3 is the best game ever. You know what, Josh? You and I know each other, but Halo 3 is a great game. I agree with you. Duststorm over at over at Podtacular, check it out if you haven't already, it's a great Halo podcast, states, I'd have to say Halo 2 only because there's some critical things missing from Halo 5. Wait, I think he means to say H2. Yeah, we're going to say H2 had something for everybody and still fostered that LAN party environment, which you just can't get most of the time these days. Weapons feel great, BTB maps are awesome, and the genesis of customs. Yeah, I would say so. Halo 2 was that, like, I may like Halo 3 more because of nostalgia reasons and whatnot, and I didn't play as much Halo 2. But what I will say is that Halo 2 is the one that revolutionized everything. It was the one that Xbox Live was on, and it like I said, it revolutionized online multiplayer. Easy. So, I agree. Last but not least, we had JJ Cool J, or JUA, state, I picked Halo 2. 100% for the nostalgia factor. Halo 2 is the game I played with my dorm mates in college, spending hours doing custom games or learning how to super jump or escaping maps BXR for the win. There you go. See, people love them button combos, man. And the super bounces. They're great. Will, I know that you only spent a lot of time with Halo 5.
Mm-hmm.
But even considering that, is it still your favorite? And why?
Yes, it is. Mainly because all the other Halo 5s are just too fucking slow for me. I can't move around as fast.
Lay it on the line, Will.
If they feel boring and slow for me, I just can't. I started with Halo 5, so the rest just feels like meh.
I get it.
I can't move around as fast. It doesn't feel fun for me. So that's why I stick with Halo 5.
See, I think with if you went back and played the older ones now, multiplayer wise, right? I think you would come to terms with plays have to be more methodical on how you do things.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have a big opportunity to get away anymore. Now, like we've already talked about in previous episodes, the maps are made with the mechanics in mind.
Yeah.
Right? So, yes, I agree that older Halos feel slower, but the maps were designed for that type of gameplay, so you still have instances where you can get out of gunfights if you need to, but it's not... It's at the point where you really need to determine, should I engage that person or should I just hold back and wait? Those are the type of things that happen in the older Halo games versus the new ones where it's just, I'm just going to fucking run around the corner and see what happens. You know?
Sure. The other issue I run into is I feel like everyone on MCC,
yes,
they played these games before, coming in as a new player, I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. It's really hard to freaking learn when I'm just getting sniped across map or stuff like that. So I put the game down right away because I can't get anything going.
Here's my question to you. When the MCC update comes out,
yeah,
are you going to play with me if we play like social?
I don't know. I mean, I really struggle with those games because they're not enjoyable for me because I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'm at with the previous Halo multiplayers.
Will you at least give it a shot?
I could.
I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Halo 3 for me. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the game. It was my first ever midnight release that I've ever been to. Game Fuel came out for the first time. Like Goalie Sniper said, it was the same exact thing for me. I would go to school, I would get home, I would go to Cody. That's who I played with all the time. I went to his house every single day after school. It was the first time I ever got Xbox Live. The Xbox 360 was the first console I bought with my own money. So there was like just feelings towards that too. And like all my older neighbors and whatnot, they had played like Halo 1 and I saw what it was. And I'm like, oh, this is actually really cool, really different, like darker. It's sweet, right? And then Halo 2 came out. I didn't have an original Xbox at the time. I had a PS2, but I still knew about it. And then when Xbox Live came into the fray and everyone was super hyped for it, when Halo 3 was announced, right? I had my 360 at the time. When Halo 3 was announced, that was when I looked at it. I'm like, that's it. That's the one. I need it. I need to get that day one. I'm going to finally get on this. I'm going to learn what Halo is all about. And that's exactly what I did. And it was every night, like Goalie Sniper said. It was every single night. Getting on those, grinding matchmaking, being terrible, and then eventually getting to where I was better than Cody. And like when that happened, like when that switch happened, because he would always destroy me. And so when it got to the point where I actually got better than him, it was like, oh, I think I might actually have something here. And I just fell in love with it even further and continue to play it every single day and whatnot. So Halo 3 is definitely my favorite Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny enough, even though I didn't own a 360 or never played a Halo game before,
Yep.
I was at that midnight release that you were at.
No shit.
I was at that store.
Who were you with?
Christina Koyama Stevens.
No way.
Oh, shout out to her. She probably doesn't listen to this, but
Oh my God.
she was picking up the game at midnight. And yeah. So there you go.
That's so crazy.
I was there. We weren't even really friends back then, but we were at the same store picking up.
I was gonna say, we never talked.
Essentially there for the same reason.
Wow. How the world has come full fucking circle and that we have a Halo Esports podcast. Oh my God, that's crazy. Wow, dude.
So yeah, that was the first exposure I ever had to Halo, and I was like, oh, this is like a pretty serious thing.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
So,
also, shout out to Game Crazy. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, that was a great store.
That was the best. The absolute best. Oh man. Hollywood Video. Rest in peace.
Yep, they're gone from our little town out here. So.
They are. Rest in peace, Blockbuster.
Oh, Blockbuster. Did you ever rent a game from Blockbuster?
Oh, all the time. All the time. I had their summer program where like you would rent a game and then you could have one or two out at a time. And when you were done, you could just bring it back and get something different.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a flat fee per month, I think.
Oh yeah, I would rent games all the time from Hollywood Video.
Oh yeah,
and they were always overdue.
Yep. Oh, I mean that's how they make their money though, right?
Exactly.
They expect you to be overdue on those.
Yes.
Oh, the good old days. I can't believe we were at the same store for the same thing, and you weren't even there to get it.
I was just there to hang out with people and have fun.
Oh my God.
I wasn't that big of a gamer back then, and
it's okay. I mean, now you are.
Like you always said, I was your typical like bro gamer.
Yeah.
Because I played the sports
and COD.
Games. Yep. Sports and COD. That was it.
But you know what? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Black Ops 4 looks fucking amazing. And Madden's not bad either. You love your NHL. They're obviously doing something good.
There's something wrong with the new Madden game, though. I can't put my hand on it.
Yeah, that it plays like shit on PC.
Well, that's probably it.
But no, it doesn't. Okay, correction. It doesn't play like shit on PC. It's that you can't turn off voice chat.
That's across all platforms.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, EA, what are you doing?
For online, yeah, you cannot turn off.
EA, man.
I guess a lot of people's resolution for that is they just play without sound. They just put headphones in.
My God.
I mean, you don't really need sound for the game.
Yeah, but it kind of like breaks the immersion factor too, though.
A little bit.
If you don't.
But with the new passing system in Madden,
yeah,
you're supposed to lead all of your passes with the joystick. I found
what?
So yeah, like your joystick.
Is that why I keep getting intercepted?
That's why I can't. That's why I sucked at it at first. So if your player
is that why I keep getting intercepted, Will?
If your player's running from left to right, and you press like say A, where he is, it'll throw it where he is while he's still running. So you have to like move the stick to the left and then press A or to the right so that he leads the pass to the right in that direction. They complicated the passing system and it feels too sludgy for me.
This is why I leave it to you to find these things out, because I don't play them nearly enough. I just get frustrated that I get intercepted on all the damn time. And I'm bad at Madden, so I can't be that upset. I'm just bad. Oh my God. I had no idea.
But yeah.
Wow.
So Madden 19, fix your shit.
Yeah, and let it so we can turn off fucking voice chat, please.
I think that's kind of like that's their way of being like, this is like competition. If you're there in a game of football, your opponent's going to be talking shit to you no matter what.
But you don't hear them from across the fucking field.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you're coach against coach, you don't hear the coach from across the field.
Yeah.
You have your own separate headsets. But the thing that I also don't understand is why you can't turn it off if you're playing a match against somebody in like a Discord party chat. Like if you and I,
yeah,
and we're friends on Origin and we're playing against each other on PC or whatever, and we can't mute ourselves in the game or just turn off voice chat, it's bonkers.
That seems like a simple thing that they should have.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Again, we're getting too far off of Halo here.
Oh, it's okay. That was it.
Yeah.
Halo 5 for you.
Halo 5, yeah.
Halo 3 for me.
Because I like the speed.
Exactly. And also, I'm just going to scroll up one more time. TJ Campbell, I love you. Thank you so much for being that voice for Halo 4. You know what's up. Like, I'm not kidding either. I'm honestly not kidding. Halo 4 is some of the most fun I've had in Halo multiplayer. Yes, in a casual sense, but still, when I just wanted to hop on and play some games and just not worry about anything and just have a blast, Halo 4, that was it. It was incredible. How about some shout-outs? PBL Halo, Morty, and Simon. Shout out to you guys on a fantastic start to the Season 3 of Pro Battle League and breaking nearly 1,000 concurrent viewers on Mixer.
Wow.
Yep. It was awesome.
Very nice.
It was absolutely awesome. The tweeters will be included for all three of you beautiful bastards. Will.
Mm-hmm.
How about some community creations? What do we got?
So it looks like we have a straight ripping HCS NOLA recap edited by Straight Mendy. It's a cool little video there. Go check it out if you're interested. And as always, on this show, we have to mention Meme Monday.
In other words, Josh is always lazy. And yeah.
It's our fallback.
It is, but it's a great fallback. It's incredible.
There's always good stuff on there.
Every week there's hidden gems. It's good stuff.
You have to search every once in a while to find it.
Oh, sure.
Scroll for a little bit, but there's usually a few in there that you're like, oh yeah, that's good.
It just makes it so when you find the one thing, just so much more worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like you're going digging for buried treasure or some shit, you know? On the depths of Reddit. Will.
Yeah.
That's it. We've made it to the end.
Yay.
Could you do me a favor, though?
What's that?
You think you can go get me a Mountain Dew? I'm just kidding. Could you plug the show?
You can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, and others as well. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We do have our Discord server. Link will be provided in the show notes.
If it works, and if it doesn't, let me know.
You can join our Xbox Club. Search for HCS Pro Talk. Our Spartan Company as well. Search for HCS Pro Talk. And search for HCS Pro Talk on all your favorite social media sites. My mind went blank there. It's been going blank all day.
It's okay.
I apologize. Find us on your favorite social media sites. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
You just keep nodding your head there, Will. You keep nodding that head. That's it?
That's it.
All right.
You should know by now. That's it.
Oh, I'm sorry. After 34 episodes, I wouldn't think it was it yet. Maybe I want to ramble some more, Will. No, in regards to what Will was saying with the YouTube, we read all the comments on there. So if you leave a comment on the YouTube video, I will read it and try to respond.
I try to keep up with all the Twitter comments, but that's Josh's realm, really.
It's
honestly.
Both of our realms, Will.
You handle that Twitter way better than I can, so it's okay. It's all you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Thanks for doing that roster mania and dealing with all those fucking rosters this week. It was crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for episode 34 of HCS Pro Talk. I want to thank you very much for listening. We'll be back on... Oh, whoa, wait.
Uh-oh.
Wait, hold up. I kind of just want to announce it now, since it's basically set in stone. Who we have as our special guest for our first ever interview on the show.
Yeah, if you stuck around, you get a little treat here.
It'll be a nice little treat. Would you like to say, Will, who we are going to have as our very first guest?
I would like to, but you did most of the work on setting this up. I feel like
I reached out to him.
You also met him in person, handed him a business card, and talked to him. All right. I'm going to leave you with this honor here, Josh.
Okay, thank you very much.
Let the people know.
So, I reached out to him on Twitter again, and he said he'd be more than happy to do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, Will and I are happy to announce that our very first guest on our show, a guest interview on our show, will be none other than Marky Mark Wahlberg.
That's not true. That's not true.
I'm just kidding. Mark Onset will be our very first interviewee on the show.
Very excited for this.
I am so stoked. It's going to be a great time. So think about it this way, okay? Because we really haven't explained much about how our interview structure is technically going to work. So if you guys have not watched any episodes of Hot Ones on YouTube, we recommend you watch Hot Ones on YouTube.
It's a good show.
It's a great show. It's a great interview show.
Yeah, you get to find out some information you wouldn't think you would find out.
Exactly. So what we want to bring to the table here is we don't want to just focus on their professional careers, right? Whether they be a player, a caster, an observer, a community creator, it doesn't matter. We don't want to just focus on the stuff that they do for Halo. We want to focus on stuff that they do outside of it, how they came into it, so on and so forth. Like stuff actually about them, right? So Mark Onset was more than gracious, and he said he's more than willing to. So we'll be setting up a time, and he will be on we are going to be doing we're going to pre-record this. Like, he's not going to be live on the show or anything like that because, time differences and whatnot, kind of a big deal. But he will be on our HCS London Pre-Show. We're going to talk about predictions. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to be great. So, yeah, that's what we'll say. Sorry I rambled on there for a lot, but yeah, we're really excited. It's going to be a great time. So Onset, if you happen to listen to this before we set up the interview, thank you so much for agreeing to. It's an honor, an absolute honor. So we can't wait to see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, that is actually going to do it for episode 34 of HCS Pro Talk. I want to thank you very much for listening, as always. And we'll see you next week, where we talk about Call of Duty. Just kidding. We're going to talk about more Halo. But until then, bye-bye!